Mr. M-O-M-E-N-T. She prays she never miss a M-O-M-E-N.
26 regular season has been one of the wildest, chaotic, most unpredictable seasons of this century would be an understatement. An alien takeover in San Antonio arrived years earlier than anyone predicted, leading the way for a new generation of stars. The bad boy Pistons came out swinging, literally infusing the league with a type of physicality that hasn't been seen in years. Speaking of things we haven't seen in years, how about something we haven't seen in 6 decades? 83 points in a single game by Bam Adebayo of all people, with everything building toward a thrilling MVP
bro,
race
I forgot this
that
nigga put up
featured
80,
some of the
bro.
most unique talents in the sport's history, led by the reigning MVP and Finals MVP in OKC, who seemed destined to win back-to-back titles. We got a lot to get into, so I'ma cut the intro right here. This is the 2026 NBA regular season in 42 minutes.
Talk to me, Post.
Opening night was simply beautiful and nostalgic. For the first time since 2002, the NBA was back on NBC, and it couldn't have opened any better, as OKC received their rings and raised their championship banner after a 7-game bloodbath in last year's finals. And they're coming for another, facing off against the new-look Rockets led by former franchise star Kevin Durant. But it was the
Bro, the
Thunder
opening
MVP
season was
who
fire,
stole
bro.
the show. Down 2, number 2 nails a mean fader with 2 to go to send the game to OT, finishing the night with 35 and a double overtime win, which was followed by a career-high 55-point explosion 2 nights later in a finals rematch. SGA is in prime form. OKC vs Rockets was followed by Warriors-Lakers, where the Dawn kicked things off with 43, 12, and 9. Skinny Luka is here, and the NBA is back. The next night, though, everything changed. Once the story broke, it was plastered all over the news. Everybody in Texas was rushing to safety because there was an alien invasion.
I ain't gonna lie, that's gas, bro.
Wembanyama, the reverse, and the foul. A figment of our basketball imagination. So yes, Powell thrust into action. Wembanyama, oh my. Wemby, shaves, takes, and slams. It's absurd.
This nigga Wemby, bro.
Wembanyama.
Dallas Anthony Davis. Hey, boy, y'all had that nigga for a good 2 fucking games, and that nigga was on IR for the rest of the fucking year and then got traded to the fucking Washingtons. Good riddance. I ain't gonna lie, Nico, you should pay for your fucking crimes, bro. Golly, this nigga shouldn't be in a Dallas uniform, and Lucas shouldn't be in LA. This nigga Nico should never get any job ever related to the NBA.
Davis
Jesus.
sinking, hitting, push the foul.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Are you entertained? Wemby 3.
Bang, nigga.
You bet. Plus the foul.
A 40-15 season debut from the alien with some
that's
plays
crazy,
that should
bro.
straight up be illegal. This is gonna be a hell of a year. A picture-perfect start to the season was suddenly halted by a major scandal on October 23rd. Portland head coach Chauncey Billups and Miami guard Terry Rozier were
Oh my
arrested
God, I
for
forgot.
involvement in an illegal gambling
nigga
scheme
Chauncey,
that
bro.
involved the mafia. This was straight out of a movie, while also creating some serious and uncomfortable conversations around the league's stance on gambling. But the world kept moving, In other news, Detroit was looking for smoke straight out the gates, as Jalen Duren elbows Amen Thompson right in the mouth, gets ejected, and proceeds to let the world know the bad boy Pistons are back. And somehow that wasn't even the craziest part of opening week. Through the first 7 days of the season, there were 16 separate 40-point games, shattering the previous record of 9. Markkanen went for 51, Aaron Gordon had 50, Murray 43, Cam Thomas 41, and a Giannis 40 ball, all capped off by AR-15, emptying the clip on the Kings for 51 points, then hitting a game-winning buzzer beater against the Wolves 2 nights later. The level of talent in today's NBA is flat out ridiculous. We are blessed. As October was wrapping up, only 3 flawless teams remain. Unsurprisingly, the defending champs at 6-0, the young hungry Spurs at 5-0, and would you believe it, the damn Chicago Bulls led by the Giddler. Yeah.
Post, bro. The Giddlers. Giddler's fucking crazy, bro. Don't call that nigga that
October
no more, bro.
was a fever dream.
Come on, bro. Hey, the Bulls were hooping at the beginning of the season, though. I give that credit to him. That nigga Josh Giddey.
With the
was
loss
in
of
his bag.
Tatum and Halliburton in last year's playoffs, we knew the East was going to be wide open. Everyone had the Cavaliers or Knicks taking control of the conference.
Giddler's crazy, bro.
Yet it turned out to be the Pistons. By mid-November, Detroit was on a franchise record 13-game winning streak, with Cade averaging 31, 6, and 10 as they're entering TD Garden against a Tatum-less Celtics squad. Cunningham went off for 42, but it was Boston who came out with a much-needed win behind 33 and 10 from Brown to put their record at 10 and 8. It was going to be a long season for the C's and JB's hairline. Despite the loss, Detroit would finish the month with a 16-4 record as the #1 seed. There was a new king in the East. The Bulls, who had that throne for about 23 seconds after starting the season 6-1, fell off a cliff, which included a 3rd consecutive loss on November 10th, where we saw Victor take over. Down 3 with 1 minute to go, the kid pulls up right in Vooch's mouth and it's wet. The next possession, he demands the
I ain't gonna lie, Post. I get what you said, bro, but that the way you worded that was fucking crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's
up right in Vooch's mouth and it's wet. The next
we gonna rock, bro.
possession, he demands the ball from Castle, bro. Goes tween, cross, Trey.
I mean, Vooch is free eats anyway. My God, come on now.
38 points, 12 boards,
Nigga,
5 dimes, and
defense.
5 blocks. The league is in trouble. Like I said, this was on November 10th, one of the hottest nights in the association. Just an hour earlier in Orlando, Desmond Bane buried a game-winning 3 at the
crazy,
buzzer.
bro.
Luka erupted for 38 on the Hornets. Cade spazzed for 46, 12, 11, and 5 steals against Washington. And in overtime in South Beach,
God, I
Mitchell
remember
makes
that
a
game.
moonshot
Holy
corner
shit.
3 to tie the game.
That shot was
with
crazy.
0.4 left, which was answered by a game-winning dunk by Wiggins at the buzzer. It was pandemonium.
I remember
that excitement,
that game was
wasn't
crazy.
carried over to Dallas the next day. After starting the season 3-8, AD getting injured 5 games into the season, and chance of fire Nico raining down nightly,
Nico
the
needs
Mavericks
to never
did
get a job
what was
again.
long overdue, firing Nico Harrison just 9 months after orchestrating the worst trade in the history of basketball. That franchise star he traded to LA was shining too, leading the league with 37 points per game. Dallas was in purgatory. The next night on the other side of LA, it was Joker's wild. Nikola gave the Clippers 55 points on 78% shooting with 12 rebounds and 6 assists in the win. With a 9-2 start to the year, the Nuggets are looking like title contenders once again, with a familiar face atop the MVP ladder. Jokic, of course, alongside SGA, two all-time talents who battled it out last year, were destined to run it back, with number 2 looking to go back-to-back. The Thunder are currently the only team atop Denver in the standings, sitting pretty at 12-1, with the reigning MVP putting up 33, 5-7 a night. This was going to be a hell of a race. We're nearly a month into the season now. Everybody's starting to settle in and find their stride, which leads us to one of the games of the year. NBA Cup, Spurs vs Warriors, the Alien, and the Chef.
San Antonio finished that second quarter.
Hey! Wet bit yama! Bro, he sounds just like he do in 2K, bro. Quit the glaze, we get it. Fuck.
Green screen, switch, three, good.
This nigga, bro.
San Antonio for 13. There's a three right out of my mouth and right through the twine by Curry. In the second.
Oh my God.
Curry trail with Wembanyama right there.
Leaning a little bit and then that high archer to get it to go.
By as many as
Bro, my God. Let me chill out. I might be hating. Because Wemby ain't on my team. I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Three to play in the third. Curry, triple, yes!
Oh my goodness, bro.
Defensive. It's in the Wembanyama with the jackhammer. Walks the rim. Words after it.
Oh yeah, Draymond.
Hayden is there. Fox. It's for two in the lead. No! Golden State
Damn.
has gotten another win in San Antonio. And Curry has led the way with 49 in a masterpiece for him. Another
49 is nuts.
It doesn't get much better than this. The past and the future going at it in an absolute thriller, which saw Steph reign supreme with a vintage 49-point.
This nigga Harrison Barnes is still in the fucking Spurs.
A rough start to the
Old
year has
ass.
Golden State sitting at 8-6. But this was a statement. The old guys aren't done just yet. His former teammate KD was echoing that same message, leading H-Town to an 11-2 record in November to get to the 3rd seed in the West.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey,
Above them
KD,
were the Lakers
it's time.
at 15
It's time to wrap this
after
shit
welcoming
up,
the
bro.
return of the King late in the month, as his season debut marks an NBA record 23rd season in the league. Out east, the top 3 seeds were occupied by the Pistons, Knicks, and Raptors? I guess you can say Brandon Ingram was running through the 6 with his.
Wait, is Brandon Ingram actually fucking hooping? I forgot this nigga was on the Raptors. All I seen was Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett. Is Ingram hurt? I genuinely don't remember hearing about this nigga at all. Hold on, bro. I'm about to look right now. Oh my God, he is. The Raptors hooping like that? Jesus.
December got off to an absolutely scorching start. On national TV, 2 Eastern Titans faced off in Boston. Knicks versus Celtics, which saw Jaylen Brown explode for 42 points in the win. With doubts about his ability to carry a team, JB is silencing everyone. That same night, it took Ant-Man 44 points to beat the Blazers and get their record to 13-8. It's been a rough start in mini. The next night on December 3rd, we saw Jamal Murray light it up for 52 on 10 for 11 from 3. Luke Cornett evolves into Wemby and delivers a game-saving block, giving us the Usain Bolt celly, and Chris Paul got way.
Hey, Chris Paul, real nigga shit, bro. Hey, man, salute what you did in OKC, brother, but you didn't deserve what you deserved, or you didn't deserve what you received, bro. The Clippers organizations, they ass as fuck. Yo, they deserve to get their ass knocked out like that, bro. That shit is sad. Them niggas don't give a fuck about you, bro. You did too much for them niggas to be going out like that. That's
by
crazy.
The Clippers, resulting in his retirement 2 months later.
CP0,
it was
fuck
a
him.
crazy
Hating-ass
hell
nigga.
of a night. And to think the NBA would give us a second to take it all in was just stupid. the 2-seed Lakers versus the 3rd-seeded Raptors the following night gave us this.
Reeves, there he goes. Reeves to James. Kick it. Corner. Reeves.
Dang.
Reeves the winner to win the game.
I remember that game too,
That's
man.
it. And James gave him the basketball.
I've said it all through the time I've seen LeBron play. He always
I
makes
think-
the right
What wasn't that was the game he sacrificed his 10-point streak? Was that not? I think that was this year.
play. He could have very easily.
With 8 points on the night and a chance to extend his legendary 10-plus point scoring streak to a 1,298th consecutive game, LeBron rips a pass to Rui in the corner for the game winner. Respect, old man. What a way for the streak to end. The Lakers are now 16-5 on the season and 8-1 in their last 9. They'd end up going 4-6 the rest of the month, but hey, there's something here. And speaking of something, OKC was doing everything. With the return of Jalen Williams to the lineup, the Thunder have been borderline unbeatable, echoed by a 49-point massacre against Phoenix, which ties them with the 2016 Warriors for the greatest start to a season in.
Hey, real shit. Because I remember everybody saying that these niggas might fuck around and break this record. That shit was never happening. I was just watching the way these niggas were playing. Yeah, we were winning games, but some of them games were closer than they needed to be. And when the Warriors were doing what they were doing in 2016, they were not losing games. They weren't having close games. They was blowing niggas out the fucking water. They talking about we gonna fuck around and we gonna break the Warriors record. Bro, we're having close games with shit teams. Some of them teams that shouldn't be close games were close games. We weren't doing that shit. I knew that shit from a mile away. I'm so glad they lost them games because I was tired of hearing that shit. We were not beating that 73-9 record. That shit was just not happening.
History.
The way the Warriors were playing was out of body.
There were serious conversations that these guys can beat the all-time wins record.
Fucking
that is, until they ran into the Spurs.
Yeah,
In the
Spurs
NBA Cup
beating our
semis,
ass.
San Antonio would hand OKC their second loss of the season. But it's probably just a one-off. On the Eastern side of things, Brunson gave the middling Magic a 40-burger to move on to the finals,
Get up,
which
nigga.
would take place on the 16th. In the meantime, we got to witness the 12-seeded Hornets smash the Cavaliers with 29 points from the current leader for the Rookie of the Year award, as an erratic start to the season continues for Cleveland,
Chill out,
sitting at 15-12. This time last year, they were 22-4. Knippel's breakout night was answered immediately by the number 1 pick. On the 15th, history was made as an 18-year-old Cooper Flagg becomes the youngest player in history to score 40 points in a game.
That boy
Dallas
Coop like
hit
that,
the
bro.
jackpot, which
Coop
now
like
brings
that,
us
bro.
to Vegas, where the Knicks beat the Spurs to capture the very sought-after NBA Cup championship. On the real though, this was something tangible the Knicks can point to prove that they can win together, especially considering they're 10-1 in their last 11. With the way things are playing out in the East, this can be their year. While out in the West, the tide's returning. In a Western Conference Finals rematch, Edwards drilled a dagger 3 in the clutch to hand OKC their 3rd loss of the season. Finding their stride, the Wolves are now 8-2 in their last 10. Looking to get back on track, the Thunder entered San Antonio on the 23rd, just to get smacked by 20, falling to the Spurs for the 2nd time in 10 days. And they'd be playing again real soon. It's Christmas.
And I think we lost that game too.
Christmas Day in
Yo, the
New
Knicks
York,
didn't foul.
New York.
I can't believe that game was
It's
real.
The Knicks against the Cavs at Madison Square Garden. Mitchell trying to make it happen. Mitchell
Hey!
put the whole holiday on a poster.
Little ass boy.
For New York, Tyson guarding Brunson.
Hey, what team was Donovan Mitchell a part of before the Cavs? I know he was in Utah. Where did he go after that? I forgot what team he was on, bro. Before he went to Cleveland. Was it somewhere? Was it somewhere in the East, or was it just Utah to Cleveland? Am I tripping? I genuinely don't remember. Donovan Mitchell, he was in Utah. I remember him being in Utah. And then I remember he left. But what did he go straight? Did he get traded to Cleveland? I don't remember. Did he go from Utah straight to Cleveland? He's been in Cleveland this whole time? How long has this nigga been in Cleveland, bro? He's been in Cleveland since 2022? What the fuck? Bro, I might just be tripping. I swear this nigga went to another team before then. I think I'm bugging. This nigga's been in Cleveland for that long is crazy. What's that, 4 years?
Drops it in.
Wait, he's been hooping with did they have Darius Garland when that nigga went to Cleveland? These niggas were hooping together for at least 3 years. Is crazy, right? Or did they draft Darius Garland when they got? I don't know. That's crazy to think about. I genuinely don't think it's been that long since he's been.
It's a very merry Knicksmas here at MSG.
Oklahoma City's lost 2 games to the rest of the NBA, and they've now lost 3 to San Antonio. Those are their only losses. Like, San Antonio is legit.
And meanwhile, the Warriors have a 3-game win streak now. They're back above 500 with a 126-116 win.
Rockets will improve to 18-10 overall. Lakers will fall to
Garland was drafted in 2019. Oh, okay.
Him, Jones not able to field it, somehow does. Joker going to try a corner triple, and we're underway here in Denver. Do the honors to get it in bounds. Gets it in, turning a 3 for the tie. Good! Anthony Edwards with 1.1 second to go in regulation. Joker falling away, got the whistle and the soft roll. And rallied behind the 3-time MVP Nikola Jokic, a 56-point triple-double.
This nigga Jokic should have 4 MVPs, bro. That's crazy, dog.
On an all-time Christmas Day slate,
nuts.
we saw the Knicks win their 12th out of their last 15, the Spurs beat the Thunder for the 3rd time in 12 days, the Warriors beat the Mavs to finally get over 500, Houston embarrassed LA, while Jokic and Ant gave us a game for the ages, where the Joker put up a ludicrous 56, 16, and 15 performance. It's the first time such a stat line has ever been recorded. This dude's gotta be the MVP, right? Well, Jokic would hyperextend his knee 4 days later, projected to miss the next 4 weeks.
Damn.
The race is wide open. While we're on a bit of a sad note, I'd like to take you to Indiana. On New Year's Eve, the Pacers would lose a 10th consecutive game to Orlando, placing them dead last in the
Well, they
East,
need Halliburton
a
bad,
far
bro.
cry from where they were just 7 months ago. The loss of Halliburton was just too much. That run was truly one of the great sports stories of the year. And what a year it's been. Off to 2026.
I got you, Bailey. Don't worry about it. I got you after this.
Welcome to the dog days of the season. Far from the excitement of the start of the year and still a long way from the playoffs. To spice things up, I'd like to shout out a few under-the-radar players who are having career years. Norman Powell is pushing for an all-star nod with a career-high
Norman Powell was
24
hooping this
points
year. I
per
remember that
game.
shit. That nigga
Jalen
was going
Johnson
crazy.
has come out of nowhere, averaging 24, 10, and 8. So has Denny Advia with 25, 7, and 7 a night. While our old pal Kawhi Leonard is playing consistently for the first time in years, averaging a career-high 29 points.
Nigga should have stayed
the
in
league
Toronto,
has
bro.
an embarrassment of riches. and it showed on January 3rd when Jaylen Brown went nuclear for a career-high 50 points on the Clippers. In fact, he's averaging 30 on the season, carrying the Celtics to a 12-3 record in their last 15, jumping up to 3rd in the East. All of this without Tatum. JB was starting to get some MVP buzz, but our boy Cade was quick to silence it. The night after Brown's explosion, Cunningham went for 27, 6 and 7 in a win over the Cavs, followed by a 29-13 outing against the Knicks the next day. Back-to-back wins against two of the best in the East, and the Pistons are now 27-9. These boys are for real. A few spots
It's crazy
below
to
them in
think
the
these niggas
standings
had
were the four-seeded
one of the worst
Raptors,
records in the
who
last
damn
couple
near
years,
gave
bro.
Eric Collins a heart attack on January 7th.
The other Raptors. That's quickly coming back up. Oh no! Emmanuel quickly wins it for Toronto.
This shot gave the Raptors their 23rd win of the season. The North is back in the mix, and Call 5, I mean, it's one of the toughest celebrations in the league. Meanwhile, number 5 out west was dialing it up, averaging 30 since December 1st, leading to a matchup against the Spurs, where he put a couple nickels on the alien's head.
I forgot this nigga Wimby shaved his head. That nigga was out there with the monks.
Now Clark back to in. Right side three on the way. Count it. Anthony Edwards. They're going to make someone else beat them. Yes, they are. Edwards with it. 5 to shoot. Late clock situation. He'll hoist on Fox. It hits. It's Harper. He got it knocked away. The Wolves have it up ahead. Edwards. Yes.
Wimby shit was clean. I mean, it looked decent though.
He'll kick to the corner.
But that nigga was bald as fuck.
Yes! 98-93. It's all happening. Gotta go quick here. Conley, right side, Edwards. And to the corner, rises up. Got it! 54 for Edwards, a new career high.
Bro, it's crazy watching this nigga Anthony Edwards now, bro. Like,
A career high
early in his year, he
double-nickel
wasn't
for
even
the
that ball
Ant-Man.
dominant, which is
And
insane,
a
bro.
loss. And it's thanks to the alien, who went off for 39 points, to which Edwards said post-game he wished everybody could get out the way so he and Wemby can go one-on-one. Despite the loss, the Wolves are still sitting at 4th in a loaded West. They're right where they want to be. The same could be said about Denver, who've gone 7-3 so far in the absence of their MVP. Thanks to Bubble Murray, who's been averaging 30 points and 9 dimes during that stretch.
You need to cut that fucking hair.
Jokic set to make his return on the 30th. However, due to missing such a big chunk of the season, the MVP odds have swung in SGA's favor, leaping Jokic for the first time this season, followed closely by Luka and Victor. It's about to get fun. As the month wore on, the Warriors were starting to catch their stride, 9-3 in their last 12. Then,
I forgot how
disaster
Jimmy
struck.
got hurt.
Against his former team, Butler lands
Oh,
awkwardly,
yeah, bro.
tearing his ACL.
That nigga paused
Just
through that
11 days
bullshit.
later, Steph goes down with a right knee injury, and that's wraps on Golden State's season.
Yeah,
Two-star veterans falling to injuries opened the door for a couple young dudes.
Yeah, pause through
In a
that
rookie
bullshit ass
showcase on the
oop, bro.
29th, Cooper Flagg put on a clinic with 49 points and 10 boards, ultimately falling to his former college roommate Konka Nipple, who rained down 34 and 8 threes in a 5th straight win for the Hornets, followed by a 6th straight against the 2nd-seeded Spurs. This trio of LaMelo, Miller, and Khan have been meshing together seamlessly, each one playing perfectly to the other's strength. Ball's magical sixth sense passing ability with Miller's athleticism and Knipple's shot making is resulting in wins.
Nah, real shit.
In Charlotte,
The Hornets
what
gonna be
the
fired
fuck?
next year, bro. They were fired this year, but they gonna be gassed next year, bro. Real shit.
The 5th month of the season kicked off with a battle of the MVPs, which saw the Canadian erupt for 34 points and 13 assists to the Serbians' mediocre 16-7-8, as Denver falls 6 games behind the 39-11 Thunder atop the West, which is also where SGA found himself in the most recent MVP ladder, with averages of 32, 4, and 6 on 56% shooting as a guard. The award seems to be all but locked up, until he suffered an abdominal strain 2 days later, with a return projected after the All-Star break, opening the door ever so slightly for a couple candidates. With the loss of their star guard and Jalen Williams in and out of the lineup, OKC made a sneaky move at the trade deadline, stealing Jared McCain from the Sixers.
I'll pause it for you, gang. Go ahead, take your time. Hurry up, man. Take your time, big brother. That's some good water right there. Let me play some music. So hold on. Somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Actually, I ain't gonna play no music. Oh yeah, hold on.
And I got a bitch in Greece. I fell asleep in cold hard, baby. I brought a hole in my jeans. Woke up to a bad bitch named Nadine. I heard you gotta say some shit, but why gotta be about me? I said, make a bitch say you did it want to go talk about the birds. Hit it from the back of the perk now, baby can't keep shit. Baby can't keep shit, P. Oh, what is it? Oh, baby, it's.
Oh, what is it? Whoa.
As soon as I step outside, I be feeling like I wanna go. She love when I go, whoa. So a nigga switches. She think that I do not know. That you look past me, baby. It wasn't born like cold.
I was like.
Remember days they were laughing, wasn't even really no joke.
I was like.
Wasn't even really no hoe. Baby, I hope you think about. Baby, I know you doing things on the low, so I hope you don't think you. What you say that you know what I mean, but I think you. What is that?
What's up, nigga?
Think I love that bitch, then you might want. When she say I love you, it made me whoa. When she say I love you, it made me whoa.
You get down.
Baby, I say sometimes it's hard. I try to be a gentleman, baby. Baby, I say
I walk through the floor like walk away.
Baby, I say I just might drop mine. As soon as I step outside, I be feeling like she love when I go, whoa. Pass me, baby. It wasn't born like. What you say? Remember days they be laughing and wasn't even really no. What you say?
Okay. My fault, gang. Had to occupy myself for a second.
To improve their guard depth, the Knicks did the same with the acquisition of Jose Alvarado. Minnesota got two-way guard Ayo Dosunmu from the Bulls, while Dallas shipped Anthony Davis to Washington nearly a year to the day after landing him in exchange for Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, bro, you're done.
The most unexpected trade, however, came from the land, where the Cavs sent 26-year-old Darius Garland to LA in return for the beard, 36-year-old James Harden, with Garland playing in just 26 of 51.
Hey, real shit, yo, if the Cavs lose to the Raptors, Hey, James. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You just gonna have to play for the love of the game, bro. Your window of getting the championship, that's over and done with, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. You ain't winning shit, gang. I don't know. You and KD been on more teams than I can think of. Shit. Same with
so
Russ.
far this season, and the East essentially up
over.
for grabs. Cleveland put all their chips in the middle. They couldn't wait on Garland. They gotta win now. And that they did. The Cavs will go on to win 6 straight after the trade, with Harden showing up in the clutch over
Harden's
and
still like
over
that, though.
again. This may
But
be
a
the spark they
championship, I don't
needed.
know.
With the Cavs on the rise, the Knicks and Celtics were on high alert as they faced off in Boston on February 8th, resulting in a 22-point obliteration by New York, behind 31 from Brunson. The Knicks are now 9-1 in their last 10, leaping the seas for the 2nd seed. Which brings us to another battle in the East the next night. Detroit in Charlotte to face...
Oh, I'm tripping. I forgot I had this shit in the freezer. Hold on, gang. Hold on, bro. I forgot. Damn, calm down, nigga. You're fine. You almost knocked the whole green screen over. Go. Swole ass. Go. Hey, bro. I had this shit, man. Yeah. Well, I forgot I went to the I forgot I went to Andy's, boy. Oh man, this shit about to be gas, bro. Hold on, nigga. I need these, boy. The Andy's, nigga.
the
Hold on,
White
I'm gonna let
Hot
this
Hornets on a 9-game win streak. Welcome back to the 90s.
You ain't had Andy's, my nigga? Gas.
Clearly, fouling is not a problem for a good defensive team. And Duran is fouled, and oh my goodness. And Musa's upset. Musa's really upset. Oh my goodness, now Miles and Duran.
Oh yeah, Miles.
This is out of control.
Oh yeah, Stewart. That's all that nigga good for is boxing.
Isaiah Stewart's out of the NBA suspended for a while. He was on the bench and he came out just to draw fights.
That's all that nigga Isaiah Stewart
I'll
does
say it
is
again,
fight, bro.
the bad boys are back, ending Charlotte's win streak thanks to 33 9-7 from Cade, an all-star starter for the first time in his career. That's right,
That's
it was
facts,
All-Star
bro.
Weekend, where we saw a new format for the 13th year in a row, Wemby lose his mind after a loss, an injured Dame win the 3.
He said the 13th format in a row? The All-Star game is cooked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing you can do. Niggas don't care about the All-Star game that badly no more. That shit's over. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what needs to be done, but it doesn't matter what we try. This shit it's chalk, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas don't care. Niggas don't want to hoop bad enough. Niggas don't got that shit in them. It's the All-Star game, bro. That shit's over with. We don't got old heads anymore that give a fuck.
Point contest,
That shit's over.
and Jace Richardson damn near die in the dunk contest. What a
Killed
great
himself.
weekend. One that was overshadowed by the KD files. On February 16th,
Oh
the
my
internet
God, I forgot about
exploded
that.
as leaked.
You said facts is the same with the Pro Bowl. Niggas don't try. Yeah, I mean, well, the Pro Bowl's different because you obviously you don't want your fucking star player to get CTE playing a game that doesn't matter. Obviously, the Pro Bowl's different. I can understand that. But turning that shit into flag football is fucking ass, bro. Nobody wants to watch grown men in the league play fucking flag football in the All-Star game. You get a big-ass team of elite niggas playing in the fucking Pro Bowl. We want to see good fucking football. I get it. Niggas don't need to get CTE. I get it. Just tell them niggas to calm down on the hits a little bit. But we don't want to back your hungry ass up. Move. We don't want to see niggas die on the football field. Yeah, that Sean Taylor shit was crazy. Listen, we don't need to resort to flag football, though. That shit's ass. No one wants to see that. We still want to see fucking football. Niggas can get hit. Just don't go for egregious hits. That's it. Now, the NBA is completely different. You can still try without having the game be fucking unwatchable. No one wants to watch niggas go down the court, throw up bullshit oops, and let Curry shoot fucking 30, 50 footers every fucking 2 seconds. That shit's ass. No one wants to see that shit. The best niggas in the league need to fucking make the game watchable like any other regular season game. That shit's so whack, bro. I don't know what they need to do to change it, but it's ass now. No one wants to watch that shit, bro. It's terrible. It's terrible hoops.
DMs and burner
It's terrible hoops
tied
both
to
in both
Durant's
sports.
surface,
It's ass,
exposing
bro.
messages that saw him trash talking former and current
Genuinely,
teammates,
it's just unwatchable.
including possibly the best description of a prime wrestler.
Like, take this shit for example. If say for instance, LeBron called up a couple of niggas that he fuck with, and he called a couple of niggas from other teams during the summer and called them niggas all to come hoop, like fucking Chris Brickley do at his gym sessions, right? With a whole bunch of celebrities coming to hoop with NBA players. You will get better runs from that than the All-Star game. With no crowd. That shit, like, nigga, why can't we get that shit for the All-Star game? Why can't niggas care? I don't, like, just give us open runs. Just regular shit is watchable, bro. Literally. Casual hoops at LA Fitness is more entertaining than watching the fucking All-Star game. That shit's ass, bro. I mean, y'all may have to implement that fucking, the 1v1s or a 3v3, something, my nigga. Put money on the line. Each person on the team put a good 10 bands or some shit in. I don't know. I just want to see niggas hoop and care. That's all. I just want good hoops, bro.
Westbrook. Now, there hasn't been any confirmation that this really
hoops,
was
bro.
KD, but the subsequent decline from Houston says a lot. An 8-7 record over their next 15 games, dropping to 5th in the West. More on that later. Speaking of the Western Conference, February was a devilish month for the Lakers, who went 6-6, falling to the 6th seed. The Nuggets found themselves in the same boat. After starting the month with a loss to the defending champs, they were ending it the same way, as they saw
Give like $1 million in rewards to a winner towards the charities of their choice. Yeah, something to motivate niggas to want to play the game harder than they're playing in any other All-Star game. That shit's ass, yo. My nigga Cole wanted to go at Michael Jordan even if it's an All-Star game. Fuck the bullshit, nigga. We're getting money. Like, come on, dog. That shit's so ass now, bro.
GA returned to the Thunder lineup, putting 36
nigga, three-point contest is the only watchable thing about the All-Star weekend.
Loss. The Joker wasn't taking it too well either. This man was fuming.
Yeah, that nigga
Denver's
Jokic
now an
crazy.
appalling 4-7 since Jokic's return. It's absolutely stunning. They haven't been able to find their early season groove in months. The hopes of a 4th MVP trophy are slowly slipping away. On the flip side, 2 of the hottest teams in the league were, get this, the Hornets, as they're now 14-3 in their last 17 with the #1 offense in the NBA during that stretch.
Yeah, the Hornets
While
was
out
like that,
west,
bro.
the Spurs went a perfect 11-0 in the month. Coming off a season where they won just 34 games, San Antonio is already 43-16 at the end of February, just 3 games behind OKC.
Well, that first seed race was crazy, bro. I mean, the Spurs was on ass, bro. Good Lord.
In a building full of 20,000 people, I could hear it. It sounded like one of those guns that go off at like a track meet. It just was like.
And Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down. He wants a timeout. Tatum in so much pain, grabbing that right ankle.
Jason Tatum has suffered a ruptured right Achilles tendon. He already underwent.
That Jason Tatum is competing in 5-on-5 scrimmages, and this question's been thrown out a lot, but now it feels a lot more
he shouldn't have rushed
realistic.
coming back, bro.
Should
I don't
Tatum
know.
come back?
Fuck.
Sources tell me that Jason Tatum has been fully cleared to play this season and is expected to make his season debut for the Celtics on Friday at home at TD Garden.
Pritchard over Washington. Tatum with his first bucket. Welcome back.
should have pulled a Kyrie. He really should have, bro. There was just no reason for him to come back this early. Genuinely, there's no benefit. Like, yeah, if they pull off and win a championship, maybe a little bit.
298 days after tearing his Achilles at MSG, Jason Tatum was
him
back,
and Tyrese,
putting an exclamation mark on his return with a fitting putback slam.
Yep,
and
Dave,
patented sidestep tray.
He just wanted to get back to hooping.
The crowd explodes.
That's all it was.
Welcome
he just wants to
back,
hoop, bro.
JT.
I get it.
Now, in any other time,
not at the expense of one of those
what
injuries.
is known as the death sentence of injuries would have been the story for weeks on end. Except we live in a reality where Bam Adebayo exists. 4 days later, on an ordinary Tuesday night on March 10th, Bam decided to score 83 points in a single game. Yes.
Okay, so now look, we're on the topic of the 83 points, right? Listen, what Bam was doing was absolutely egregious. Not in a bad way, but the fucking Washington Wizards are ass. One, you're ass for letting that nigga go off like that in the first fucking half. Undeniable absolute buckets. Two, that fourth quarter was nasty work, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. His teammates were fouling to get that nigga to rock, and the Washington Wizards were fouling this nigga too at the same time. Why? Just nasty hoops, bro. Just nasty hoops in the fourth quarter. I give credit where credit is due. Bam was hooping. He was going to get 70 guaranteed. But that last stretch to 80 to 81 was nasty hoops, bro. That shit was nasty.
Bam Adebayo, the second highest scoring performance in NBA history.
Nasty
An absolutely incredible feat. One that was crucified across the media the very next day. For the way Bam scored his final handful of points, which included shot.
Random Tuesday night, by the way. I got on IG and that shit said he had 50. Yeah, I was literally at work and I looked on the real app. And that nigga, I think that shit said that nigga had like 27 in the fucking first quarter. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is happening? I checked that half. That nigga had like 50. And this nigga went to the third. This nigga was damn near at 70. I'm like, golly, this nigga is getting money. I said, if they keep this nigga in, he gonna get 80, bro. No way. Eric Spoelstra kept that nigga in, bro. I looked back a little later, nigga had 70, so I watched it rest till he got 83. I didn't even get to watch that nigga get 83, but I went back and rewatched how he got 83. Then that fourth quarter was nasty hoops, bro.
Chucking, free throws, and fouling the Wizards to get the ball back, the entire performance was deemed unethical. Not true basketball.
That fourth quarter was unethical.
There may be some truth to that. It's the same tactic that was used when Wilt scored 100. It may not have been as pretty as Kobe's 81, but history is history.
Not gonna lie, it was even more unethical than the highlights. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, he was gonna get like 60 or 70 that night because he was busting a ass in that whole first half. And then it started getting a little out of hand in the third quarter. He probably should have sat down. But, I mean, either way it goes, it's Washington's fault at the end of the day. They let that nigga go crazy. And then when it was too late, they started fouling this nigga and made it worse. It made it look worse. And then if you're on the verge of chasing history, the teammates made it look even worse because they kept fouling to give that nigga the ball. His teammates weren't even shooting either. They were just giving this nigga the ball. So, ethically wise, them first three quarters, it was valid, bro. He was just busting their ass. That fourth quarter was just nasty, bro. That's all it was. I can't deny this nigga of his 83 because he got it. But that fourth quarter was terrible. That shit was just
83
ugly.
Is 83. Bam
but
Adebayo's night on March 10th, 2026 is immortalized.
You can't take
As
that shit away
insane
from
as that was, the playoff race was reaching its own level of craziness. By
Welcome
March
back, Bryce.
18th,
I didn't know you were
the
still here.
Atlanta Hawks were 8-0 in the month, jumping from 9 to 6. Through injuries, the Cavs have remained steady, establishing themselves at 4th, while their title contenders in New York are sizzling, 7-3 in their last 10, as they sit just one game behind Boston for that 2 seed. In the West, the Nuggets were still struggling, now 10-12 since Jokic's return in late January. From title favorites just a couple months ago, down to the 6th seed. Houston was suffering the same fate, going 8-7 since KD's DMs leaked at the All-Star break, with a clear lack of
the East
chemistry
wide open
within the team.
Literally.
They
Look how
dropped
close these records
to
are. It's
5th.
crazy.
And with that, Ant-Man and the Wolves have taken advantage, leaping to the 4 seed after an inconsistent start to the season.
I think if the
And
Pistons
above
stay on pace,
them
they can make the finals.
were
Oh
the
yeah,
big dogs.
for sure. I think the Cavs can go to the conference finals, but I don't genuinely see them getting into
With the
finals.
return of their MVP, the Thunder have been scorching all of March.
This
Number
is
2
nice, though.
is getting into that playoff mode. You may as well just throw up the deuces.
Mr. Number 2.
Yeah, the
How does
Knicks.
it feel to know
I
nobody
can
can
see
guard
the
you?
Knicks.
Next question.
Sidestep 3. SGA on the JOB.
Get out the way, boy.
SGA, stop, pop,
Bro, that quarter he's still going on. Points in the fourth quarter is crazy.
There he is. SGA with 5. SGA step back 3. He's got it. And on a night that he ties Will Chamberlain, SGA's greatest hit score continues. OKC wins. Fires and hits. An incredible streak puts SGA into the record books. 127 consecutive games, scoring at least 20 points as he passes the great Will Chamberlain.
127 consecutive games with at least 20 points. He said it himself. His whole life is consistent. In fact, in March, he averaged 9 points per fourth quarter on 72% shooting.
Yeah, that's
To say
fucking
it feels
crazy,
like he
bro.
doesn't miss in the clutch is a statistical fact. Game winners and daggers have become his signature shot, alongside this signature celly, which I think is one of the most underrated in the league.
Yeah, that's
Plus,
silly
a
tough,
14-1 record during the month of March has to mean the MVP is locked up, right? Well, if there wasn't a possessed demon in LA,
Big
that
Luka.
might be the case.
Big
Am I
Luka.
right, KG?
Run the Luka tape right now. Run the Luka tape.
Brings to Doncic. Spencer
That boy
Jones on
Luka
him. Here's the
bucket,
double.
bro.
Doncic on the drive. Step back. Puts it up. Puts it in. With 5/10 of a second remaining. Lakers by 2.
This possession goes around Powell, leans in. Yeah, count it. And 1. 5. The side is there. Doncic again. 6-0 for Luka Doncic.
Lakers have had a lot of close games recently. Doncic steps back, 3-pointer, puts it in. The team spins away, drives down, throws it up. LeBron James with the power dunk. Throws it, James back to Doncic on the drive.
Facts, bro.
Pulls back, 3-pointer. Bang!
Nonchalant hoops, bro.
Narrows the three. Timeout Rockets. Luka Magic is alive.
Hey, bro, look. This nigga Luka got nonchalant buckets, bro. I mean, imagine if Brown was like 36 with this Luka. Oh my God, bro. Nigga, what? I know AD realistically wouldn't have been on this team still, but nigga, oh my God, just good lord,
38
bro.
points, 8 rebounds,
This nigga
and 7
and
assists
Luka be
per
talking
game
that shit
in
too.
March. The Dawn is delivering, and the team is winning. After a 14-13 record through January and February, the Lakers have caught fire, going 15-2 in March alone. Thanks to a breakout season from Reeves, a resurgence from a 40-year-old LeBron, and the man who many claim to be the MVP. On the season, the Dawn is leading the league at 33 points.
Hey, bro, is it just me though? I just want to ask y'all real quick. Does Luka still look fucking weird in a Lakers uniform? I know it's been like a year and some change, but this nigga looks fucking weird as fuck in a Laker uniform. I know he been in this shit for a while. That shit looks fucking terrible. That's just me though. I don't know. He looked crazy in the LA uniform. I don't know. No matter which uni, no matter what colorway that nigga wear, he looked fucking goofy in the Lakers uniform, bro. I don't know what it is. Yeah, like this picture, he looked fucking weird, bro. This nigga looks weird as fuck in this picture. But in game, he looked fine. I don't know, bro. I don't know what it is.
Dimes. He has a great
I don't know
case,
what it is about it,
but
bro.
the third seed ain't the first or the second, which is where we find the Spurs. Since February 1st, San Antonio has been the hottest team in the league by a mile, going 25-2 through the end of March, with the third best defense and #1 offense in the association. And that boy Wemby is making a late surge for that MVP. After a light 26-point, 15 rebound, and 5 block night against Miami on March 23rd, Victor said post-game that he's the MVP.
He has to. He needs to be in Dallas.
Defense is 50% of the game. They've beat
OKC
OKC
that nigga Luka not going nowhere,
times
bro.
this season, and because offensive impact isn't just points. Honestly, it's hard to argue with him. Wemby does on defense what Jokic does on offense. It's just not glamorized. Plus, you gotta respect it. You don't hear many dudes call their shots. And on March 30th, he backed it up, dousing the Bulls with 41 points, 16 boards, 4 dimes, and 3 blocks.
It's the Bulls,
which was responded by SGA just hours later, going for 47 on 63% shooting in OKC's 6.
Bro, was it in that first round? This nigga Shea had 42 off of like what, 3 or 4 missed shots on true shooting. That shit is nuts. This nigga is a fucking bucket, bro. He might have the most disrespectful trade in history. It is the most disrespectful trade in history. Well, nigga, what? There's no way around it. That trade was awful. That was the worst trade in NBA history. And on top of that, they didn't even negotiate with any other teams in the league. They literally kept that shit secret away from Mark Cuban. If Mark Cuban would have heard about that shit would have got slammed the fuck down instantaneously. That phone call would have not have went through any longer. That shit was terrible. And the nigga got fired for it. He should have got fired the day of that trade. That shit was awful, bro. If he wasn't 35 feet tall, he'd be bagging groceries. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy.
60th win of the season. And post-game, he was asked if he'd like to make his case for MVP.
There's been chattering on behalf of other players. Would you like to chatter on behalf of yourself?
Nah, I'm good. Thanks for asking, though. But yeah, I'm good. I'll let my game do the talking.
That is just cold. In response to his peers, Luka Doncic scorched the Cavs with 42-12 the very next night. Asked if he'd like to make his case for the award, he simply states that he's been playing well and they've been winning. It's officially a 3-man race for the MVP, with just a couple weeks left in the season. Coming off a picture-perfect month in March, the Lakers were shot right in the knees on April 2nd. In an embarrassing 43-point loss to the defending champs, Luka goes down with a grade 2 hamstring strain, essentially ending his MVP case, while Austin Reeves suffered a grade 2 oblique strain. A double gut punch for LA, with both injuries set to sideline them until late in the first round. With Luka's injury, the MVP ladder was completely shaken up. Backing up his talk with incredible performances, Victor has soared into first, which drops SGA to second, while the Joker, who's averaging a 28-point triple-double and leading the league in rebounds and assists per game, is making a late case for the award, which was echoed.
I think SGA got the MVP on lock, though, unfortunately.
In one of the games of the year, Nikola went for 40 points, 8 boards, and 13 dimes, including a dagger Sombor shuffle over Wemby to cement the win, ending San Antonio's 11-game win streak. The Nuggets are finally clicking again after getting healthy, railing off 12 straight wins to end the year. They are back, and so was Cade Cunningham. On the 8th, Detroit saw the return of their star guard, who had suffered a collapsed lung in late March.
Oh man, I forgot about that shit, bro.
In his absence,
that shit was crazy.
Earning the respect of everyone. They're now locked in as the #1 seed with a 60-win season.
Yeah,
for
trading
the
a
first
nigga because
time
he got weight. He put on weight is crazy, bro.
Detroit is a legitimate contender, but they're not alone. The field is absolutely loaded. Boston is healthy and surging for a second title in 3 years. If the Knicks or Cavs get it rolling at the right time, watch out, they can be dangerous. While out in the West, the Nuggets are getting hot at the right time. The Joker is on the hunt for a second ring, one that would
hate to tell you, these niggas are at home.
Put him in rarefied air. San Antonio's young, but don't sleep on them. You know who they got. Anything is possible.
Bro, you know what
But
else pisses me off?
Don't sleep on them.
This nigga Wemby's fucking lineup. Why does he let himself do that? Why he got this Mario ass fucking line, bro? Does he not have no regular fucking barbers? This shit be pissing me off. First he'll shave his head like a monk and he'll come back with this. What's wrong with this nigga, bro? He might really be a fucking alien. Cause what, like, come on, dog.
You know who they
That's
got.
just nasty.
Anything is possible. But that's if the defending champs don't have something to say about it. The #1 seed Thunder, home to the best player in the world, on track for back-to-back MVPs.
Nah,
seem
bro, he
poised
can
to
line
win
this
it
shit up,
back.
bro.
After all, it's theirs to lose. You can't script the playoffs much better than this. And if the regular season told us anything, it's that we're in for a hell of a ride.
Boy, it's so nice seeing that championship patch on the back of them Thunder unis, bro. Hey, post 2KW video, bro.
Mr. M-O-M-E-N-T. She prays she never miss a mom.